Welcome to Student Voice. I'm Anna Smith. For many of us, going to college was always an expectation throughout high school. You hear people say it won't be as easy as once you're in college, or take these classes and you won't struggle for your first year of college. But what is it really like? Now that we're here with us today, we discuss this topic are...
Why did y'all make me laugh? Noah Hawkins.
You're crying, my guy.
Sean Williams.
Summer LaRue and Maddie Nation.
Okay, so what year of college are you in?
This is my second year.
Second year?
Yeah.
Same for me.
It's my first year.
First.
Technically, this would be my junior year, but it's my freshman year because I took like a couple gap years. So yeah.
Nice. All right. What is the vision you had of college before you came to college?
Like a vision?
Yeah, like
a dream?
your expectation. Like, what did you expect?
I just kind of expected me to hate it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I mean, but it's not all horrible, technically.
No, so it's like not for everybody too.
No, it's definitely not. No.
So like, did you like not want to go to college or?
I did want to take a gap year, but my mom told me, well, if you take a gap year, you probably will never go back to college. I'm like, well, that might be true, but I mean, it definitely would have been true, honestly.
Yeah.
But I was trying to convince her otherwise. So.
Well, I took a gap year and I'm back here, so.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
same here. It
yeah.
took like 2 years.
I should have done that. I should have
Yeah.
done that because I would have done a lot better, I think.
Yeah,
But-
for sure.
My vision, I thought it was gonna be boring. I'm
Really?
not gonna lie. Yeah, I thought it was just gonna be like you walk into a class, everyone's just like the classic like TV show college scene, like a professor, and just like a bunch of students in the back. But having this class, I've actually had a lot of fun, and I enjoy going to school. Like,
That's good. Any like other expectations y'all had, or like what you thought it would be like?
Honestly, I don't know if this is just me, and it kind of goes along with what Noah said about, like I thought college would be like the movies or TV shows. Like, honestly, in my head, I was like, people don't really do schoolwork, they just party. Like, not that that's what I wanted to do, but that's just kind of like, this is what kids do. Like, they do anything but schoolwork. And then coming to like college and being like, you do have to like put in work and time and actually try to do your classwork and show up to class, while also being able to have time with friends and do other things outside of class. So.
Yeah, it's a lot for sure.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what is it really like? I know Sean kind of answered it, but like, what is it like now? You also kind of answered it too. So like, what do you experience right now?
Honestly, in my personal experience, it's a little bit easier than I thought it would be in a way, because I feel like all throughout high school they're like, well, it's going to be this way in college, and like your professors aren't going to accept this paper if it's like this, or if you don't do this or you do that. So I feel like it's a lot more laid back than what they make it out to be. So I mean, hey, that's great. I'm all for that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah, I kind of agree with that. With the whole like in high school, like there are like things where teachers like that's not gonna fly in college, but like college like professors are way more laid back, and I'm actually like communicating with them more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like for me personally, it's kind of difficult in ways like balancing like the whole like gaming competitively thing with like my schoolwork.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Like, is that something like you want to do?
Yeah, I'm taking communication, so it would help me out with the whole esports aspect.
Yeah. And didn't you say like before the show you were gonna go to like a tournament or something?
Oh yeah, I'm going to a tournament next Wednesday.
Oh, that's so fun! I didn't realize how close it was. Did you have any?
I just think college has been, for me personally, like kind of a slightly harder version of high school. Just and that's kind of to its detriment in my opinion, because I hated high school. But like I mean, but I think it can be lenient, but then sometimes it's not. I think it's very much depends on the professor, obviously, but like that's because in high school there's more kind of rules on what teachers can and can't do, and now in college you kind of are free to do whatever if you're a professor, and it just kind of makes
like
it
more like freedom.
You don't know what you're getting into really, and it can get it can get difficult sometimes, I guess.
Yeah, I remember like the first 2 years of like my college experience, like it just felt like another added year of high school. 2 added years of high school, actually. Okay, so what's been the best thing about college so far?
Honestly, I'd have to say, how it's more laid back. And I feel like compared between like high school and college, in high school I feel like you have more teachers and like your parents being like, oh, you need to get your work done, you need to go to class. And then in college it's more so, oh, you can kind of do what you want. So you don't have like a teacher or a parent being like, you have to do this. It's kind of a choice you make for yourself. Like, oh, I'm going to go to class today. Oh, I'm going to do my work today. Or I'm not going to do my work.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of nice. It kind of takes some pressure off, but it also is hard with like balancing time, kind of like what Sean said.
Yeah.
Like trying to make sure you get all your work done and you're able to go and do your extracurriculars or work a job. So it can be a little bit difficult to try and fit it all in, but I feel like you can find balance after some time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
In a way, it's like training for the rest of your life because you're gonna have to be the responsible person and actually go to work or take your kids to school or whatever. I mean, you have to kind of have that responsible mindset, and college kind of trains you for that.
Self-discipline.
Sure. Yeah.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
You have more freedom, but like you have to be able to discipline yourself to do the stuff you need to do. You got to be responsible for sure.
Yeah, it's like it's not like high school because you like chose to go to college, so you're paying for that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. See, like with high school, like it really doesn't matter. Like if you show up, that's fine, but like you're not paying for it. So, so like, what advice would you give now graduating seniors about college?
Again, I would say just good with time management. Like that's something that I struggled with. I actually started at UTC fall of 2020.
Yeah.
All my classes were online, didn't do any of the work, failed all my classes. So it's like I learned from that. I actually do have to put in the work, so time management and just getting your work done. Like I would just recommend that. And like showing up to class, like it counts usually for some of your grades. So I mean like that's easy. Just try and go when you can.
Yeah, I heard from like some of my friends that go to universities, like definitely like skipping classes can get addicting, and then it'll like pile up.
Because it's like nobody's forcing you to be there.
No, and that goes back to what we were saying earlier about like you need to be responsible and like actually show up to class.
Yeah.
So
my advice for graduating seniors would be go to a community college for like the first 2 years, and then go to university, because unless like you have like a really good sponsor, not sponsor, but
like a scholarship.
Scholarship, it'd be a lot. But yeah, I just recommend it. It's easier like long term.
Oh yeah, for sure. And like you won't have as much student debt either, especially if you're doing Tennessee Promise.
Right.
So
I honestly want to say like another piece of advice is just like don't take it super seriously. Like I know college is like trying to prepare you for your career and like your future and your life, but also like take the time to make friends and like do stuff with friends outside of class.
Yeah, have fun.
Get involved in an extracurricular or sports. Like it's not all about like just the schoolwork. And I feel like at least in my personal experience, high school, I was just so focused on the work. Like, I didn't really want to do that much outside of it. And now it's just like I want to enjoy the time I have here, like be in the present moment and get to know like my peers and classmates.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
You know, have fun.
Yeah. Anything y'all would want to add before we end the show?
I think I agree with you guys. Yeah. You can't take it too seriously, otherwise it just kind of becomes a chore, and it'll probably make you want to drop out. I'm not even gonna lie, like it will. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and my final words would be, it's a quote I live by. It's amor fati. It means love your fate. So no matter what you're gonna do, just love like what the outcome's gonna be.
Yeah, awesome. So thank you guys. So that is it for our episode of Student Voice. Bye guys, have a great day. I was looking at that. I was looking at that camera, not that camera.